Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. It's Journal Time Tuesday. I know I'm running a little bit behind. I knew I would come on sometime between 7 and 7:30. I am a little bit late. I had life things happening to me, so I appreciate your patience. So when you come on, say hello. If you are new to me, please tell me how you found me and welcome on in. I hope you enjoy yourselves. We got a lot of recapping to do. And we are going to make something adorable tonight. Hello, Miss Kendra. You're my first one on tonight. How was your Thanksgiving, Kendra? I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, whether it was busy or whether it was nice and relaxing or slow. Hopefully, nobody was lonely. Oh, hi, Kendra. Real quick, I am going to open this box from Miss Sam, because I got this last week and it's been sitting on my craft table. And you guys, last time I was live, I had my auction and I didn't have a craft table. I mean, it wasn't in front of me. So I have been working on some orders. Most of my things have shipped. I have one more thing that I need to ship from that particular auction, because you guys know I went out of town too. So, I had to stop midway when I was doing that. Hello, Miss Amy. Amy, you are going to like what we are making tonight, my friend. I was actually thinking about you. So make sure you stay on. I don't know why this is so hard for me to open, you guys. I'm like scared to use scissors. So it was good. Mine was good. I had two. So I had a nice little Thanksgiving here because my husband and I were off. My daughter had to work Saturday. We went to see his family, and I got to hold the new baby. He's so tiny. His name is Bentley, and he was like 6 pounds. Like, my husband refuses to hold babies that small, but I got to hold the baby, so I was super excited. Oh, it says, I love you. Hope you love your memorial cardinal. Oh, Sam. I knew she'd made me something. Oh, I'm gonna cry. So I ordered from her. If you guys are not following Sam's Rustic Farmhouse, she made the cutest little reindeer. This is a actual ornament. I'm going to hang these on my tree tonight. And then a cute little mouse. How adorable is that? Hi, Sue. Hello, Robbie. Everybody's coming on in. And then, you guys, the story behind the cardinal is... I'm having an emotional moment. So, hi, Maury. So, the story behind the cardinal is, my best friend died a few years ago. It'll be 2 years this April. And she knows the story. But, that's the tag she put on for me. It says bestie. So, oh, girl. You hit me in the feels. I'm opening this so she can watch this part in case she's super busy. I love you, Sam. I love you so much. But there's my little cardinal for my girl, my Vanessa girl, which she sits there and watches. She sits here and watches me craft all the time, you guys. I helped with her services, and I never ever want to do that for anybody again. It is probably the hardest thing I had to do besides my grandmother's. So, sorry, you guys, got a moment. But we're here to have fun tonight. So I'm going to send Sam a message later. This is how busy I've been. I think I got this last Tuesday. So I love you, Sam. So if you saw my post, you saw that my daughter and I were crafting last night. We were making headbands. And this, anybody that guessed this one, obviously this is the one that I made. So it is, I'm going to show you. This was my daughter's idea. She wanted to make headbands. Hi, Terry. She wanted to make headbands, and we were just kind of like, I brought a load of my craft supplies out. I have to go vacuum later because I'm pretty sure there's glitter all over the floor still. But I brought all my craft supplies out. We watched Christmas movies and we crafted our headbands last night. So this is from a garland at Michael's. I got my little trees on there and some little trinkets and pom-poms. And then I made that candy cane. So this was the little... So I told you guys I'd wear it tonight. Hi, Terry. Hi, Terry. Okay, I'm going to take a sip of my drink, and then we're going to get started. I'm going to show you what we're making today for Journal Time Tuesday. It's kind of sort of counts, but it's fun. It's a little bit rear in the different direction, but it'll still count. It's really cute. Sorry guys, I feel like I'm running a race all the time. I don't know why. Okay, so I'm gonna lower this a little bit now that you saw my cute headband. You can still kind of see it. So we are making little mini junk journals with trinkets in a snow globe. And I know that you can see a lot of the, I don't think I can turn this one off, but if you guys can see the actual trinkets in here, I just have a couple of bells and ornaments, pom-poms. There's a little tree in here, and there's a little journal. So I'm going to show you how I made these, and that's what we're making tonight. So I have them kind of step by step. So, and then of course you guys, in the craft box, you get all your little trinkets out. So any of your stuff like bells, I was going to say bells and whistles, pom-poms, little ornaments, jingle bells, garland, pieces of garland you can use. I'm going to use one of my candy canes. My hair's everywhere. If you have pom-poms, I know, aren't they super cute? And then little presents. I think I have more of these presents. I may have to get them out. Hello, Missy. Hello, hello. So those of you that ordered from me on your auction, if you're watching the replay on this, most of the orders are out. There's a couple of you that we decided we were going to wait. So I'm working on those. I'm working on orders. And there's one person that I still have to get out because I have to try to find a box. I have to try to find a box. So I kind of sort of started one, but we have options. So I'm going to show you how we make these tonight. These snow globes are just from Dollar Tree. Nothing special here. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I kind of came up with this literally in the middle of the night. I think it was about, you just got out of the shower. I cut my hair before the shower. It's right above my shoulder. Oh, Amy, you cut your hair short? I have to see a picture. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I created this. I don't know if another creator created this or not, but this is what I came up with, and great minds think alike, so I never know. But if you guys decide to do this, make sure you tag me in it because I want to see your versions. So you just get these snow globes from Dollar Tree, and I know they're kind of chintzy already, but you can really doll these up if you paint like the edges. We're not going to do the painting and stuff. I just kind of covered mine with ribbon, and that's what we're going to do tonight. So I'm going to show you what you do to make these. And of course, you don't have to do journals, but that's what we're doing. Hi, Gwen. Gwen, I'm going to message you tomorrow, my friend. You're the last package I am mailing out. I had to find a box for everything, and I'm still trying to carefully pack everything for you. So I have not forgotten about you. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. We did pretty good. I have to say, I forgot to grab leftover turkey from my in-laws. So I was kind of mad at myself, but it's okay. All right, Amy, this is why you have to stay for my live. This is one of the little journals that we're going to be putting in one of our snow globes. It is Winnie the Pooh and Eeyore's house. I know you love Eeyore. So I'm going to show you how to do this. Now, we are going to use, I'm going to tell you how to do this because you're not near my printer, but I'll show you how I made this and how we make the books. And I think we're going to do those first. So, what I did was I took a regular book, whether it be a little golden book or just, let's see, I have this little book right here. Whether it be a little golden book or what have you. I don't have the little books with me at the moment. At least I don't think so. Okay. These are tiny little books, but any size, any book that you have, you can take. Oh, thank you, Gwen. I was not trying to rush, but I was like, she wants her stuff before Christmas, I'm sure. So, you can take any book you want and actually take it to a copier or a copy machine, even a copy place if you don't have a printer, kind of like mine. And you can have your stuff shrunk down to a small size, which is what I did with this little book. Now, when we went to go get our Christmas tree last weekend, not last weekend, not this past weekend, the weekend before, we stopped at my favorite new store, which is the Disney thrift store, I call it. It's called Recycling the Magic. And I've done a video on it, so you could go back to my page and watch it. But I found these tiny little antique books. And these are the ones I found. There was more of them too, but I only copied these. Hello, my beautiful Lindsay. So this one was Lady, and as you guys know, I'm a huge dog lover. Lady and the Tramp is one of my favorites, so I had to get that one. And then I also found Winnie the Pooh. I found a couple of really old, like Donald Duck and I think Mickey books, but these are just the ones I'm pulling. Now, when I went to the thrift store the other day, I went to the thrift store with my son's girlfriend and my son. We stopped real quick because they always have the best books at their Goodwill. So I did pick up a couple. I don't have the books, but I shrunk down The Night Before Christmas. And you guys, I found an old version of Christmas Favorites. This book was like a 1951. Hello, Sharon. Oh, Marlene likes Eeyore. I thought you liked Eeyore too, Amy. Was it you that liked Pooh Bear? Who am I getting mixed up? I know it's somebody else other than Marlene, but I know Marlene likes Eeyore. So I have taken these and I shrunk them down, and when I fed them through my printer, usually they print off on like the top right side. So then I just flipped my paper. So that's how I have 4 designs. I have 2 here, and then I have 2 here. So as you can see, we're going to get 4 books out of 1 sheet of paper. I did print it on cardstock, so that is something. Oh, you love the whole gang. Okay, so we're going to go with our little antique book here because vintage seems to be in. So we're just going to do that, and I'm going to show you how we are going to make our little journals. And it's basically kind of like the little, hello, Cheryl. It's basically kind of like the little ornament journals that we made. So that's what we're going to be doing. Let me move this out of the way. I didn't even cut my fan on, you guys. I'm glad I have a shirt on. I had my Grinch sweatshirt on earlier today. I don't know if you guys saw. I probably need to grab one of my little books over here. You guys, while I'm cutting this out, admire the beautiful box. If you guys are Grinch fans, you have to check out McDonald's. They have the Grinch meals. I did a video on it earlier, but I said Happy Meal. I mean, it's still a Happy Meal. It's an adult Happy Meal. You like poo. Okay. Well, then you're still going to love it, right? You're still going to love it, what we're doing. All right, so I'm just cutting around the book. We're going to try to make it as small as possible because we do want to try to fit it down in that globe. Now, there are so many ideas that you could do with shrinking down actual books, like photocopying them. You can make little carolers with Christmas carols. You could dingy this up even more. Either way, either one you could do. So there is my actual book. That's the top to my book. I'm going to show you guys what's in here later. Okay, let me get one of my books. All right. This is a cute one. Okay, there's a regular, what size do you make it? Okay, so Sue, that is all going to decide on your bulb, but I can measure it for you. These little books were perfect because they're already shorter little books. They're not like this size, but I did copy in here. I copied the caboose, the little caboose. So this is one of the examples I was going to do for you. I messed up on the back on my printer, but that's okay. This is 45% on my printer, but yours could be a little bit different. So I would say probably anywhere between 35 to 45, maybe even 50. It's all going to depend on your printer. But you may want to just do a couple of like sample sheets, like maybe in black and white, just to get a feel of what your printer's going to do. Because I'm pretty sure all the printers are going to be different. This, however, is Wait, let me do the little one. Because as you can see, these are a little bit different. And we may have to cut this one down. Hello, my sweet Kimmy. So this is almost the size of an ATC card, you guys. It's not quite 2.5. 2.5 it's not quite 2.5 this way, but that would probably work okay. And then it is about 3, I want to say it's a little less than 3, yeah. It's a little less than 3 inches tall, if you guys can see that. Of course, all of them are going to be the same. Now, little golden books are more rectangular, like this. So these are going to be a little bit different. And I actually cut this down a little bit shorter to fit in my globe. Hello, Linda. We're making something super duper cute tonight. It would be helpful if I get inches in there. This is just about 3 inches wide. But again, you're going to do this in half. So it's a little more than 5. But we're going to fold this in half. You're welcome, Sue. So all the books are going to be differently shaped. Kind of like also this one. Now this one didn't get the whole book in. And this is the book itself. This is the lowest that my printer goes is 45%. It doesn't go any lower than that. But if you wanted to, you could probably copy this, maybe like a 50%, and then put the piece of paper down and then shrink it down a little bit more. And then you'd even get an even smaller one. Now, I will say, whatever you decide to copy, you also may want to scan and keep it in safe in your computer so that you come back and you have a little book printable later. So this is work. Don't discredit yourself. Make extra little scans and keep it in so that way you can just go there, print it off, and you already have it. And then if you want, you could even take these books if you don't use them, or if some of the ones are unusable, and you can either donate them or cut them out, but at least you have scans of your books for whatever. You love this idea, Kathleen? I'm so glad. Okay, this is why I grabbed the book. So now we are going to put ourselves a little spine. See how that spine is there? So I'm going to take my little book cover and I'm going to kind of, let me see, I got my little bone folder here. We're going to take that cover and we're going to fold this on this spine. And you can pick whatever book you want. This one doesn't, it's very thin. Obviously, these little books are almost nothing. It's only a few pages, so you don't even have to keep it that thick. But we're using this as an example. So I am going to kind of fold this down and kind of pinch the edges so that I can make myself a little spine. And you guys, I apologize for my nails. I've been crafting and packing, so they're all messed up already. I only did them last week. I can never get my nails done. And then I just kind of roll over the top. And then that's kind of what makes that. Now, I can straighten this up a little bit and then come back and fold this side down. And like I said, I'm just kind of pinching this. And this is going to be hello, Andrea. Look what we're making. We're making little journal trinket snow globes. Okay. So now you have, and you'll just work with it. And then you can fold this side a little bit. And then you fold that side a little bit. And there's your little spine. So now it looks like a spine of a book. Now we're going to make our pages. Now, what I found is with these little books, I kind of did what we did with our other ones. So these are real journals. They could actually be, this would be so cute to collect all of your postage stamps from your Christmas cards this year, or just like even wallet size photos, whatever you wanted. I have not done it yet, but I actually want to try to Mod Podge this and make it a little bit more stiff on the ends of it, so it looks more like a book. I haven't tried it yet, but I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to try that tomorrow. Okay. Now, you guys know I talked to you about this vintage paper. This is what it comes with. It's 80 sheets. 80 sheets. And it already comes like coffee stained or vintage looking. I want to say I put the link in the last video, but if I didn't, I'll put it in this video since we're using it again. But basically you could go on Amazon, put in vintage printer paper, and you'll get all of them. They are all gonna be adorbs. You're right. Okay, so what I did was, to make one book, I did 2 ends with the flaps, and I only used 1 piece of paper for this. So you're gonna definitely, you'll go through some paper, but it won't go fast because this goes a long way. So I'm gonna show you what I did. Now, I used 2 sheets of paper when I did the ornament ones. And they were a little bit bigger. Remember these? I used 2 sheets of paper. So each piece of paper was on one side. So that's when I used that one. Now, for this one, we're going to cut it in half. And we're going to have our 2 sheets of paper. Because remember, we don't need them that big. So you could use a paper cutter. But Christy's going to be simple tonight. What did Robbie say? Such a good idea. I love the little books. I know, they're so cute. This would be so cute sitting on top of like a package or in a stocking. I'm telling you. You guys should save this video and send it to your husbands. Because you know, all of our mothers, our stockings are always empty on Christmas morning. I can't say the same for my husband. He's gotten so much better. But there are plenty of years where my husband did not do anything for my stocking. Sometimes I would throw candy in there for myself so it didn't look like Santa forgot me. Okay, it does not have to be perfect. You can always cut it later. But we're going to start with 1 piece of paper. And basically it looks like this. It's just a mini version, right? Stay with me. So then we're going to do our actual folding. And we're going to do it the same way as we did the other one. We're going to fold it in half, a half again, a half again, there's our piece. You fill your own stocking, Andrea. Oh, that's so sad. You need to talk to your husband about that. Who fills their own stocking here besides Andrea and me? I don't anymore. My husband's actually really good. Sometimes he fills my stocking with stuff and doesn't give me any presents because all the good stuff's in the little, right? All right, so I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the others. I'm going to cut the middle piece. So now look what I have. I look like that screaming envelope from Harry Potter again. I won't do the impression again because you guys probably thought I was crazy last time. Okay, so now I have my little pages. Or wait, sorry. You fold it out this way and then you fold it this way. And now I have my little 4 pages. And you can glue it together if you want it, or you can just fold it however you want. And that fits in your book. Now, this book is a little bit bigger, but that's okay. Oh, you got busy, Sharon? What did I drop? That's okay. You still have a little journal in there. Now, you can go a step further if you wanted. This is an option. I'm not going to do it right now. But if you wanted to make these a little bit more detailed or intricate, they call it, you could use scrapbook paper and put that on the inside and then put your pages on there. Now, I'm going to do that again for you guys. Let me see which ones I have cut out. Did I already have one cut out? Oh, yeah, I do have one cut out. But I wanted to do one with you so you guys can see. These are the ones I cut out today earlier, too. So I have this one, and then I have the little caboose. Hello, Amanda! And then I got my Pooh Bears, and then my favorite, Christmas favorites. So these are all the ones that I did. I'm telling you, they get addicting. Okay. So all your little trinkets and like Dollar Tree things you can bring out for this because it's going to look so cute in here. I'm going to go ahead and fold my second paper for those of you that didn't see me the first time. Let me move this over because I already have those. So I'm going to fold it in half. I try to be as even as possible. And like I said, I'm not going to worry about the the cutter tonight because this is just the inside of a little book. If we were actually making a journal, I'd definitely use my cutter. Okay, so then we're going to do it in half again, and then in half again. So now you should have a little like square. Do you guys remember making those little things that went like this in high school and middle school? Andrea, I know you know what I'm talking about. Did you pass notes? Who passed notes in school? I did. I didn't care. I just liked my friends. I didn't care for school. All right, your top open piece goes on top, and you're just going to cut one slit through here. I'm just trying to show you all the easy things. Okay, so now when you pull it apart, you have this. So then you're going to fold it in half the long ways, and then you're going to fold it like this. Now, you could glue those two pieces together. You can even do this with cardstock. I like using paper for the inside because it makes it look a little bit more like an actual book, like a vintage book. Okay, now we're going to glue the insides of it. You guys know my favorite glue. So it really depends on how you want to set up your book. And I just kind of play with the paper. Like, how do I want this to open? I'm going to put this on the inside of my cover. So that's where I'm going to start. And the main thing when you're putting these little books together is to get the corners really good, because that's what's going to hold it in place. And because this book is a little bit bigger and I may have to shorten it, I'm going to put my pages almost directly in the middle. So I don't cut my pages. Now, you could even glue these two pieces together so you have like one book, but I kind of like the two different sides that pop out. So does anybody have any questions on that portion? Remember, these are just pieces of paper we're turning into little tiny books, and we're going to add all the fun stuff here in a minute. You mailed ATCs for the event? Woo! I know I haven't talked about that. I haven't been here. So, you guys, we did kick off our ATC card exchange. Everybody should have received their person. I know I gotten a few messages that people were already sending their stuff out. That's great because you know the mail goes a little bit slower, so I'm trying to get all the orders out really soon because I have my own family Christmas next week. Yay, I picked the right headband. Yes, you did, Marlene. You did pick the right headbands. One of my teachers took to read the class. It was embarrassed. Oh, they had to read it in class. I hope it wasn't anything bad, Amy. We got smart about it in middle school, at least our group or our friends, our group of friends. We actually started kind of naming our crushes, like the guys, the boys we used to talk about. We used to name them after Looney Tune characters. So my crush was Wile E. Coyote. I liked Wile E. Coyote the best. All right, let me see. Do I have my cutter? Do I have my cutter or did I move it? I think I moved it. Oh, I have lots. Guys, I have cutters though. I have other cutters. I am gonna get the cutter out for this one because I want my book to kind of look straight. So I don't really care that the back is a little bit thinner. It's just my printer about how wide it was. But I am gonna care if this fits in here. So we are gonna have to roll it just a little bit to fit it in. But as you can see, this is really big. So I'm going to have to cut this down a bit. And I am going to try to be really, really careful with, let me see. You guys, my nose is running. I apologize if that's bothering anybody. Hold on. Nope, that's not how I want to do it. It'll be all right. Okay. I'm trying not to cut off the words, but I'm going to cut off some of the bottom. All right. That didn't go as planned. That didn't go as planned either. That's okay, you guys. This is me on a hot mess day. Apparently, this one has seen better days. I'm going to just go for it because I think my cutter is in the other room. But I'm going to go ahead and cut some of this bottom off. I'm still keeping my pages though. See how I kept some of those pages in there? Now let's see if I can fit it in here a little bit more. Yes, that should be good. Now, I will say with these, there's actually 3 pieces that come to these. The taller the book, the harder it will be. That you just shrink it down a tiny bit more. Okay. We'll do this one too. So, these actually come in 3 pieces. Hi, Becky! Oh, I missed that comment. Hold on. Robbie, I have to... Oh, you have to scoot and get dinner. That's okay. Taco Tuesday. I almost made Taco Tuesday, but our lettuce was bad. I want to make a book before I go to bed. Girl, do it while you're watching TV. This is a perfect craft to do it while you're watching TV. I need to take my own advice. Okay. You see how they have this top part? These are supposedly waterproof. Now, I got these a couple years ago at Dollar Tree. I've had a million of them. God only knows what I was going to do with them. But you can take this part out because this is what kind of pushes things up in there. This one has it, but you don't have to do it. Your stuff won't be placed as much when you don't use this. But if you have a bigger book, it'll fit better. Hi, Christy and Kathy. Hi, Karen. Welcome. Okay, so now I know that my book is going to fit. It should fit because now this just goes on the top like that. So there's where you start. This is where you start having fun. And I'm going to put two of them together so you guys can see. I'm going to use fabric tack glue and like tacky glue because my glue gun is in the other room. I didn't get it because we were playing with them yesterday. I made my headband, you guys. Do you see them? Okay. So I got out all of my, like, goodies, like my little trinkets and things. So let me show you what I have. We're going to need a ribbon for around this part. You can make ribbon. So you could use a thicker one inside. And then this is where the fun starts. So this is what I have. This is where I pulled my tree off of for that one. I took my tree off of this truck. Because remember these were at Dollar Tree? I think we all bought some of these. I have berries. I have these little Christmas ornament things. So I pulled one off. So we'll use one in there. We have our berries, which I'll pull one out of here if I can. This can even be attached to something. So this is where, oh, well, that one fell apart, but that's okay. This is where you could put your thinking caps on. I'm going to use, I even have a pom-pom, you guys. I'm going to put a pom-pom in one. I have a candy cane. And then I have different color bells too, which I'm thinking, this has a blue vibe to it. I think I'm going to put a blue jingle bell in there. Okay, so we'll put another little ball. This has a cute little Christmas light too. So whatever you have, these little trinket things, don't throw them away. They're super cute. I have little baby crayons. Don't ask me where I got some of this stuff because I don't remember. I'm going to put a little crayon and a book in one. And then, like I said, we have the presents. And then if you don't have like little miniature presents like that, you know, Michael's and stuff has this stuff. You could always use paper ones. So I have a little paper gift too. We'll pull that one out and we'll just kind of vibe with it. And that's the whole thing. You can just kind of see what looks good in there and what doesn't. All right, so let me show you. I do have stars and I have snowflakes. These I can tell you came from Goodwill. They were just old, like garland, and I've been using the little pieces off of this. So this is always good. So you're just going to make a cute little trinket inside with the little book. And I think it's just so cute because most of this stuff you could probably attach to the book or put inside the book if you glue it or whatever, or even attach it with ribbon. Okay. I have these bows too. So let's see what we have. Now, I did grab some of this fancy ribbon because I have, with this one, I have like this gold, which I really, really like. Thank you, Sharon. It just kind of gave a cute little vibe. But if you don't, I don't even know where I got this, you guys. This is all I have left of it. So you could always use a regular piece of ribbon, and this will kind of just go in there as kind of like a filler, kind of like a, just to kind of vibe. Like I almost wish I had a blue one, but I don't have a blue one. But you just put like a little piece of it in there. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to put a little piece in there. Oh, this thing has seen better days too. Okay. So now we fill it. We're going to grab the things that we think we like with this. I am going to put the blue bell. I'm going to put this crayon, this book, this little light, and this bulb, if you guys can see what's in there, and a little piece of this. So now we're just kind of stuffing it. Do you guys remember those balloons that used to be clear and used to stuff things in them? Fun fact, my mother and my grandmother owned one of those machines, and we actually used to do a flea market every week when I was little. You have the snowflake garden? You got it at a stake sale? See what you can do with it? Okay, this gold, I have enough gold here, so I'm going to switch it out for one of my silver ones. I have to get a container for all my new little, oh, I got to add pom-poms too. My goodness, we have to add a couple pom-poms just to be fun. All right, so see how that ribbon just kind of gives it a little vibe in there? Now, these are at Dollar Tree right now. If you don't already have a million of them, you probably already do. I probably do somewhere, I just didn't know where they were. So I'm gonna put different color, 2 different color pom-poms. Actually, let's do one of each and then an extra. So these are pom-poms I'm gonna get in. You guys, my Dollar Tree had these pom-poms too. So I always get these. These are perfect. So do I with my papa. Oh, what a memory. Oh, how sweet. I love when you guys tell me your stories. I love story time. You know, I think it's really important that we all have this connection rather than, even though we're looking at a screen and we're through a screen, I think it's really important that we have connections like face to face, even if it is this way, and not just typing, because that way we get to put our whole heart out into those memories like that. So thank you guys for sharing that. Okay, so I have my little ribbon in here, and then I'm just going to throw my pom-poms in. This is what I did with my first one. And then I'm going to put my book in. And then I'm just going to, this stuff will mainly stay in there. So I'm just, see how that is like toward at the bottom, if you guys can see it. And I'm just going to kind of turn this. Oops, I have it on the wrong side of the book. Hold on, guys. I'm going to put my pom-poms on the right side of the book. This I kind of just put toward the back, but you guys can do it however you want. Okay, now we could go ahead and twist this on. And this one's a little bit longer, but when I was little, we had a joke store. A joke store? What? That's crazy. Okay, and now you see how that's kind of like sitting at the bottom. Now, it is good to have that one piece that I was showing you guys in place because you can always glue that stuff on here and then put that stuff in. But even this is super cute because once you put your ribbon and stuff attached, you're still going to see all those little trinkets in there. Super, super cute. Especially if you guys have, let me see if I can fix this book. There, it wasn't really up all the way I wanted it to be. And you guys can play around with it too. I know I did. I definitely played around with it. Okay. Oops. It takes a couple tries. I've only made 2 so far. I can't remember what I did with my other one. I think I gave it to my friend. I don't remember. But there you go. So now you have your trinkets in here. And now we're going to do a little ribbon on top. So, or around it. So you could choose like a thick ribbon if you wanted to. I'm going to actually fold this because this is thick. Or you could use one of these, or these are perfect size. These are ones from Michael's that you get a bunch for when I already read the comment. Oh, look, another pom-pom. It fell off. We're going to use that. So now I'm not going to use the gnome, but I'm going to use this one. This one's cute. So I'm going to glue this one around it. And when I say glue, I'm just going to basically put a little tacky glue there. So to save your ribbon, you can go ahead, measure it, and then cut only what you need. Because I'm going to put a ribbon on top. These didn't work out very well, but you guys might be able to do something different with those. You can even put a little filler at the bottom, like a little garland or a little snow. You could put some cotton balls at the bottom. All right, so what I would recommend is to hide that little crease. You could put it in the front where you're going to put your bow anyway. So I'm going to get this out. That's how I basically did that one. You could put vintage buttons. I'm just thinking of all the things you can put in here, you guys. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this side. And this fabric tack does hold pretty good. It takes a minute to hold, but it holds pretty fast and pretty good. That's why I use it for a lot of my, I use this for a lot of my junk, well, I'd use this to bind my junk journal, like the fabric pieces. I'm pretty sure I showed you guys that before. My dogs are playing, you guys. Okay, but I will say, always keep that top on because it does go really quick. It evaporates. Okay, so there's that. Look at how cute that is. I'm gonna put a little bow on it. You can put whatever you want on either way, doesn't matter. But I'm gonna put it off to the side. We are going to keep this on because this is what holds the bow together. You guys, I've sent you bows with your ATC kits too. So if you do get ATC kits from me, you could always use that as well. Okay. And then we're going to do a Winnie the Pooh one. But these are so fun to make, and you can personalize these for whoever you're making them for. I am going to put a couple up in my Etsy shop if you guys don't have the means or the time. I'll probably put these in my Etsy shop. I'm going to be putting a lot of stuff up tomorrow, I think. So again, a glue gun is better, but there you go. So there is our first little snow globe with our trinkets inside. And this is just what I had on hand. It's basically shop your stash day, okay? So there's that one. I'm going to put this upwards so it'll stay, so it'll glue. Okay, you guys still with me? You guys are still with me? Okay, now I'm going to make my Winnie the Pooh one. So these books are the smaller ones, of course. I'm going to do a little, you know what also would be really cute, especially with books that have a theme? You could put things that belong with the theme of the book. Like, how cute would it be? This is Home Sweet Home. But how cute would it be to put something that looks like a scarf in here? I think I'm going to use this one. Can you grab another ribbon? I got some blue stars. I thought I grabbed a different ribbon. These would be really cute to make with little Grinch books too. I just thought about that. And you could even shrink it up. Like, I like the way this is, and I wish I knew what it was, but it's very flimsy. This is what's in there. Yes, yes, Winnie. This is what's in there. And I just kind of twirled it around. It's kind of see-through. I don't know what this is called. If anybody knows what this is called, it's a ribbon, but I don't know. I don't know what the heck it is. But it's cool, whatever it is. Okay, this is our next one. The only thing I did forget to tell you guys is I put stickers of snowflakes on the ends of on the actual globe. You guys can do a sticker or two on the ends if you want, or you can also put stickles on here. You can paint it. You can do whatever you want with it. It's yours. All right. So Winnie is going in next. So now we got to pick out what we're going to do with Winnie. So I know I want to put the package and the pine cone because Eeyore does live outside and he's got pink in him. So I'm putting these in there. I think we're going to go with the little silver ornament. I'm just kind of placing them how it goes. We'll put a candy cane. We're going to make it Christmas even though it's not a Christmas theme. We have to put some snowflakes in. And let's see. I keep bending down and my headband keeps going like this. We could even put, you could even put the present sticking out of the thing, or you can put it inside, but either way, we can even put it on the back or however you want to do it. So we'll put our book in first. And then I'm going to put this, I think I'm going to put this ribbon in. I have a ton of ribbon options, but I wasn't feeling looking through all this ribbon today, you guys. So I want to see what you do with yours. I really like this stuff. If I find more of this stuff, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to be looking at Michael's because those are perfect for these globes. Remember, you want your bigger items in the back so it doesn't hide the book. I came in late. Where do you get the printable book covers? Ha! Marlene, I made them. I shrunk them with my copier and my printer. But any of the books that you buy, children's books or whatever, you can just take them to any of the copier stores and ask them to lower the percentage. These, I would say, are anywhere between, I would say, 35 to 40, maybe even 50%, depending on the size of the book. The smaller the percentage, the smaller the image. If that should make sense, but just in case nobody got that part. Okay, so I'm going to put my little snowflake and ball back here. I'm going to go ahead and put my candy cane in on the side. And then we got to put a few of our, I'm going to put a blue star in here because it matches Winnie's scarf. If I can find the end of my garland. See how these are just, you guys, when you find this, $1.49, these are like gold. I see you guys sharing stuff in ATC group. I see you guys. All right, look, I'm going to keep these two together. I think that looks cute like that. Okay. We'll kind of lay that to the side. All right, so I'm going to put this in, and then you just kind of play around with it. Now, like I said, you can always glue it too. Sometimes if you get it just right, you can have it go the way you want it to. And you could use like your little tweezers for this part too. But, oops. We're toppling, Winnie, we're toppling. This is probably the hardest part of it, just to fix it up. I wonder if Hobby Lobby would have it. It looks like mesh ribbon. Yes, mesh ribbon. It does look like a mesh ribbon. Thank you, Amy. I don't know if it's called that or garland. I don't know if it's special for Christmas. Who knows? I'm gonna research that. You guys can always message me if you find something out too. All right, we're just gonna go for it, you guys. We're just gonna stick it in there. But now you can see. I have to fix Winnie. Winnie keeps moving on me. There she goes, or he goes. There we go. That's how I want it. So now we have Winnie with all of his little wonders in here. Let me do. There's his cover. So we're going to stick the cover on. I think I'm going to use this ribbon because it's wired. And it should be good to... Should be good. I have other things too. Do I have my other ribbons? No, I just brought the pink ones. We'll use pink. Piglet's pink. I got these ribbons from Michael's. By the way, Michael's had a really good Black Friday sale. Did anybody see that? I'm just going to tie this one since we don't have glue, but you guys will get the gist of it. And then my poor hubby is going to go to work soon. I want to make a Grinch one with a green... Yes, that would be so cute, Mom. Okay. We actually don't really need that, but you could even put a little bell on the front. Oh, look, the package is upside down, of course. But it still looks like a package. Doesn't it look cute? Okay. We're going to put a little jingle bell there. We can even put another little ornament there. Whatever you guys want. Let's see if I have a jingle bell. Ah, that's too big. Get your minis out for this one, you guys. Minis, minis. We can even do a little rusty star. I think I'm going to use one of those stars. Rusty won't look good because it's not, but for a vintage book it will. Just a borrowed. Too bad you didn't have a honey pot. That would be so cute. You know what? You gave me an idea. You gave me an idea. Thank you, Amy. That sounds cute. I know. I know, doesn't it? I love when you guys give me ideas too. I'm just going to put the star there. I think I'm going to put a small one. Oh, if I can cut this. That's super cute, just like that too. Again, I'm just here for the ideas. I'm probably going to make a few more of these up and have them on my Etsy. But you guys, I want to see what ones you make. Message them to me and I'll post them to the page. I'm always looking for new stuff to post. And of course I wanted this to hide the white a little bit. But you guys can paint them. Do whatever you want. Let's see if I can bring this down a bit. You can also put a little bit of glue in place so it, you know, it covers the places you want it to cover or hide. But there we go. I'm just gonna fix this because it looks a little... Look at that one. It's so cute with Winnie. Again, the mesh ribbon definitely. Hello, Carmen. How are you? The mesh ribbon. Blah, yes, that. The mesh ribbon definitely looks better with these than any other of them. But I'm going to be on the lookout. So we have Winnie and Lady, and then we have our little vintage Santa book. So you guys, these are so much fun. Remember, inside of the book, and this is what the book looks like. Oh, did that fall off? I thought it was just coming out. Hello, hello. Again, the hot glue. Use the hot glue. You don't have to use all this crazy glue that I use, but my glue gun is occupied right now. I don't even have a paper towel. But anyway, these are what the books look like inside. So these are really cute to give as a gift. You can sign inside of it, or like if you're making this for a friend, you could have like a picture of the two of you, like one of those little Polaroids, or you know those little strip pictures where you used to get like 4 in a row in a photo booth. Those would look cute. Individually, you can write a message in there. And then I personally would probably make this like a little like sticker, like if somebody sends you like stickers or like your stamps for your Christmas cards. These would look really cute in here. So those are what the little books are going to be inside. And that way they can open it up. They can use all the stuff. Oh, welcome, Carmen. You are new here? Oh, welcome. I hope you had, well, you get to watch the replay, but I hope you have fun here. Welcome on in. We're all about the positivity here. My mission is to, I always tell people to believe in themselves, that you can too, you can do this too, which is why I come craft with you, show you how easy things are. And sometimes it's not always perfect, and that's okay. So we're here for it. Life happens, and we're here along for the ride, right, everybody? So God is good. We have to remember that. So this is the other one I think I'm going to do next. I'm going to do a little caboose. Thank you, Sue, for the kind words. So I may even make this like a little Christmas theme. But yeah, these are super cute and fun to make. I'll probably put a few in my Etsy if you guys are interested. Like I said, my Etsy shop is on my page. I don't have much in there right now, but I'm going to post some things in there tomorrow. I still have a couple more journals left. If you guys are interested, and I'm working on more working on a couple others that are special orders. So yay! If you guys like this tutorial, make sure that you're opening the craft box and that people will see. Thank you, Carmen. It's actually, I was messing around one night and I just decided to come up with this, and I thought it was super cute. But I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Did you make... Oh, what did you make? Okay, I didn't make anything with the Grinch box yet, but let me show you the Grinch box. If you are new here, we like the Grinch too. My mom was obsessed. Okay, so we got our Grinch Happy Meal today. So these are the things that I'm keeping from the Grinch Happy Meal so I can craft with. First of all, I'm going to show you the socks. These are the socks that I got. Mom, I didn't see which socks you got with yours. My mom got one. Big surprise. I got the one with Cindy Lou Who and Grinch and Mask, and I'm happy with it. I'm not getting any more. These are the only ones I'm getting. So in the package, I'm going to save this. We'll do a spread with that. I did save... I probably have to wash it a little bit or rinse it out, but I did save this. I did try it. I'm not a big fan, but you guys, it's something different. It's dill pickled flavored. I did a video on this earlier. And then inside, they give you this bag to like shake the fries up with. And you guys, if you're not feeling the box, but you just want something Grinch, you could buy the fries, and it comes with this bag. So it's really cute, and the directions have like the Grinch hand on them. They're so cute. And then you guys, this is the box. It's huge. This is bigger than a Happy Meal box. This is what it will come in. And I'm definitely going to make something with that. I do not know what, but I probably will laminate it because it is a cardboard box. You got green. Oh, you were hoping for the blue one? So there's this, and then this says, "This was my idea." This is me tonight. This is my idea. And then, of course, you have like the McDonald's, the Grinch tag, and like the Grinch up here. And it says, "Festive Ew, Merry Grinchmas." So it's definitely, I think it's, if you're a junk journaler like me, it was worth the money, because you're going to spend that money on food anyway nowadays at McDonald's. It's not good for you, but it's okay. Every once in a while we cheat. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. All right, guys. I want to see what you're going to do with all of your trinkets. That's it for me tonight. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your day. I will be back on Thursday for ATC Thursday. It is the gum drops and glue sticks event with our lovely Golden Girls. So it's going to be going on all day, and I will be on at 7 p.m. Eastern. Yes, it came with the socks. Carmen, do you like the Grinch too? It came with the socks. It's just such an odd thing to put in it's the adult Happy Meals, because right now they're doing the Disney toys for the kids. There's 100, or was there 70? No, I think there's 100 of them. No, maybe it's 70. You get 2 of the characters with the Happy Meals, but the Grinch ones was all I care about. So you guys know me. I'm a big kid. So let me know which one is your favorite, and I'll be back on Thursday. And if you have any questions, I will be posting. I may do a tutorial on this too. That's a little quicker. But I want to say thank you to Sam for my lovely gift again. That truly touched my heart. I'm going to go put it on my tree right now. So I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys later. Bye.